starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, 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 y'all know who it is, man. Welcome back, welcome back. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters. Y'all know it's y'all out west wealth coach, man, himself, Mr. Fix It. I'm just messing with you guys. Hey man, but listen, I want to thank everybody for y'all support. I want to thank everybody for being patient as well too. Again, like I said again, this is another Thursday of standing on business with the mob, mastering our business. Make sure y'all go check out our Instagram page as well too, and our website masteringourbusiness.com. But you can go catch us on Instagram as well too, Mastering Our Business and everything as well too. We gonna go ahead and Mike, everybody cue those mics and everything for me. But listen, check this out, y'all. Today is the last Thursday of our March Madness and everything, and basically today and the objective of the mob is what we want to help all entrepreneurs, business owners, hustlers, anybody that's looking to strive to get to the next level, and I'm running to go to the mob is who you need to go to, us. You get what I'm saying? So we are a collective of, like I said, business owners. We're a collective of high industry moguls that are doing well in their industry and everything. So most definitely, if you guys need any more information, if you guys want consultations, you can always DM us. You can always go to our website as well too, to know when the next events as well. And also, like I said again, if you got any questions that need to be answered, get in contact with us for sure, for sure. But today, I'm not gonna. Today is going to be straight to the point on what we need to know on a personal level and also business. But this is one thing that is like a lot misconstrued and overlooked, because everybody is always wanting to get to what we want, which is the money. But excuse me, before you get to the money, you got to make sure what? You got to make sure that self, your temple, you got to make sure yourself is in control and you got everything right as far as on paper and up here. But we're going to talk about paper wise. I'm going to get into, mindset. I'm going to get into that, later on. I'm going to get to a later date. But today we want to focus on how do you look on paper? What is accurate? If anything is inaccurate, how you get rid of it and everything. But I'm gonna dive straight into it because I deal with what? Credit reports. I deal with business credit reports. I deal with what? Getting people access to, credit cards on the personal side and also on the business side. So first we're gonna start with personal, okay? Now, there are three credit reporting agencies. You have TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, okay, you guys? These are the big three, as they want to call it or whatever, but these are just reporting agencies. All they do is report information. They don't do anything else but that. That's why they are private entities, because they are in bed with other financial institutions, lenders, data furnishers, however you want to say it. But that's their job strictly, is to report information. Okay. Now you got secondary bureaus like LexisNexis, all of them. That's fine. We get that, but that's who they go pull from. But when you're looking for TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, these are where the banks, lenders, and everybody are pulling from to see your information to like I said again, to make sure everything lines up. Okay. Now we're only going to talk about personal information right now. Okay. Excuse me. You are only supposed to have, and I'm going to say this once again, you are only supposed to have one name, one address, one birthday, one social security number, and one employer if you want to. That's the top five. I'm gonna say it again. 5, you only supposed to have one name, one address, one birthday, one social, and you're only supposed to have one employer. Okay. If you have more than one on any of those and everything, you need to get it removed and deleted ASAP, especially if it's inaccurate. Okay? Especially if it's inaccurate, you need to get that removed. Reason being is because when you move forward on trying to get funded, they're going to look at that. And if you have more than one, it's going to look sketchy. It's going to look that you're not stable and you don't have everything in control. That's why I said we want to get in control. So basically, when you have more than one name, have alias names. Okay, is this really Darwin? Is this really Darwin Stewart, or is this really Mr. Fix It, or however you want to say it? Is this really John Doe? You get what I'm saying? But you may have your last name, first name, or you may have a misspelled name. All of that is inaccurate information. So when it all boils down, the Fair Credit Reporting Act states that you have to list, and this is TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. You have to report 100% accurate information. If it's not 100% accurate, they have to remove it and delete it by law. You guys, they have to remove it. So name, you shouldn't have more than one name. It should only be your first and last name, not a middle initial. Do you know that's how a lot of people have collections and repos and charge-offs and student loans and everything and all like that? Do you guys know that? That's the main reason, because why? They make us put middle initials on applications so it can all line up. Hint, hint, hint. I want you guys to think about that. So for now on, moving forward, it's your choice. You don't have to put a middle initial. They kind of ask you, do you have a middle initial? No, I don't have a middle initial. So put your first and last name. That's it. Moving forward. Now, your address. Now, if you have an address right now where you currently live at, but you have old addresses, previous addresses, are those addresses deliverable to you by the U.S. Post Office? No. They're not deliverable by the U.S. Post Office because why? It's coming to your current address right now. You may do still have some stuff going there or whatever, but you got to make sure that you update that address and get it redirected to your current address. If so, or you just strictly update the address. That's it. That's all. So you update your address with everything that you currently have on your credit profile. And that's how you get those other addresses deleted. So once you get those addresses deleted, then now that's how you get those other those accounts removed and deleted. Reason being is because why? It's not associated with anything on your credit report now. Now they may say, oh well, this is connected and everything. This is where now, because sometimes you can actually call in to update your personal information and get things removed and deleted. But they may say, oh, well, it's still connected to an account that you currently have on your credit report. Now, there are ways on how you can get around that. Just make sure you get in contact with me. I will be able to help you, delegate that and get that squared away. Just set up a consultation with me. It's not that hard. It's real simple, but you do have to put some work in to actually get that done. But that's the first two things. You only want to have one name, first and last name, address. You only want to have one address where you currently stay. All right. Now, another way how you can prove your address is if you have something along the lines of a utility bill, gas bill, water bill, bank statement. What else you can use? You can also use a voter registration card. You can use a car insurance card, registration, phone bill, and also a cable bill. Those are all the different ones that you can use for proof of address. But if you need to update your address, there is, like I said, different ways. There's a letter, there's other ways and everything on how you can get that done. But you can contact me and get that squared away if they do tell you that, because sometimes they may say that, but there's different ways on how you can still remove that address from your consumer report. Okay. Now, third, birthday. Want to make sure that your birthday is correct. I haven't really ran into a lot of people that had, inaccurate birthdays, but you will be surprised. It might be off by a year, depending on, if you have if you're a junior, if you or a senior and all like that. That could be another thing too. Same thing for social. I didn't see some people have more than one social as well, because why? They were victim of identity theft. So every 2 seconds, someone identity is stolen. So that's why you may have some of these inaccurate information, because they may not know how to, correctly spell your name. You may have a different letter or something like that. Same thing for when it comes down to, like I say, an address. You may have an address on there that you might never known of, and again, you can get that address removed. Birthday, social, and then last, employer. Now, your employer is important as well too, because again, moving forward onto the business side, which I'm going to get over to next, is that you want to make sure that whatever employer that you're with, you have it, it's being reported on your consumer report. Because when you're actually going to apply for credit cards in your personal name, they're going to ask for your employer. And if they look on that consumer report, which may be TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and it doesn't add up, then look where we at. So going back into that, when you're actually applying for personal credit cards, you guys, if they pull from TransUnion, if they pull from Experian, or if they pull from Equifax, depending on which bank it is, they're going to pull from that credit report agency, which is TransUnion. Let's say they pull from TransUnion, right? So if they pull from TransUnion, they want to know, okay, first and last name, Darwin Stewart. Okay, address, this is the address. They're going to match everything up that you put on that application. If one thing, sometimes I'm telling you guys, that's how a lot of people, some people are getting denied, and they like, man, well, I got a 700 credit score, or this. It's that tedious of if you have misinformation. You see how our people right now, as today, we have so much misinformation. That's because of things like this. Because we're not educated on certain things, on how it's supposed to be lined up. So when you're actually going for these credit cards and loans and stuff like that, sometimes why people are getting denied is because the information is not matching up. So that's why whenever you are doing applications, you want to make sure that your first and last name is in all caps. You want to make sure that your address that you put down is in all caps that you have. You want to make sure that your employer that you use is that in all caps and everything. You want to make sure that your email, all of that. You want to make sure that everything matches up, because soon as you click submit, and they shoot you back a result or whatever and all like that. If you are approved, that means everything lines up. That means that you have a good credit report, which I'm about to go over real quick, as far as getting approved for credit cards and loans and everything. Now, this is on the personal side, and this is for personal and business. This is how your credit report should look like, and I'm not going to go over this too much long, because this is basically the basics, okay, to get approved. All right. So to basically get approved for credit cards, lines of credit, or loans, you want to have 100% payment history. You want to have less than 20% credit utilization, really less than 10, but we're going to just say 20 to be on the safe side, because, again, 20 is in between 10 and 30, because over 30 is bad. So you want to have less than 20% credit utilization. All right. Now, third, you want to have at least 5 to 7 positive accounts. You want to have at least one credit card that's over $2,500. You want to have at least 4 to 5 years credit history. You want to have zero. You want to have zero collections, less than 3 inquiries, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna go over one more time. You want to have 100% payment history. You want to have less than 20% credit utilization. You want to have 5 to 7 positive accounts. You want to have at least, if you don't have a credit card that's 2,500 or better, it's okay, because that's what we may be looking for you to get. But you if you have, your credit utilization, if you have like Kickoff or Meet Ava or things of that nature, that's part of your credit utilization. But you want to make sure that it's lower than 20%. All right. All right. Then you want to have, like I said again, 4 to 5 year credit history. You want to have less than 3 inquiries, and then you want to make sure that you have zero collections. All right, zero collections and charge-offs. Reason meaning you don't want to owe anybody. You want to have at least 4 to 5 years credit history, so they know that you're worthy, that you have some type of history. You want less than 20% credit utilization, because they want to know that, okay, you are up to par with your credit utilization on your credit cards. You barely use your credit and everything. They want to make sure that you're responsible. They can trust you, because that's what credit means, trust in Latin. And then also same thing for payment history. You want to have 100% payment history, which meaning no late payments. Okay. Now, if you do have a late payment, you want to have less than 2. You don't want to have that many late payments reflecting. But again, those are, defining statements on if you're going to get approved or not for a credit card. Now, that's on the personal side. Now we're going to go to the business side before we wrap it up, because it's semi the same thing. Because when you are filling out for when you have your LLC, you want to make sure that that information on the LLC matches up with your personal information. Reason being is because when you are about to go for lines of credit or credit cards or loans in the business name, they're going to look at what you have on file, because they're going to do what? Certain banks pull from TransUnion, certain banks pull from Experian, some banks pull from Equifax. So by that being said, you want to make sure your credit report is everything. It's like your adult it's like your adult report card. If you got inaccurate information and all that, you already drop a letter from that. So if you had an A, you had a B. If you got collections and you got, repos and you got inquiries and you got that, drop you down another one. Now you at a C. Now, if you got, a bankruptcy, you got, the more stuff that is inaccurate on your credit report is the weaker your report is going to be. And that's why I tell everybody that you have to start somewhere when it comes down to your credit report to get to the next level, because credit is everything moving forward in life. It's going to be some way or some shape or fashion that you're going to have to need credit to do something more or try to have more in life. Anybody is going to tell you that. I'm just the Out West Wealth coach that learned this information because it wasn't taught to us. But your credit report and your personal information is one of the most valuable portion of your credit report. Because again, if it doesn't match up to what you're about to apply for, and they pull from it, and it doesn't match what you put on the application, instantly denied. So you have to be mindful of these things. Some people not gonna tell, they're gonna try to hurry up and get you through the process of just trying to, get you some money, or let's get this credit card. No, let's start with your personal information, because that is key. So now moving on to the business side, when we're doing business funding, getting PG and access to, credit cards and stuff, you have to have your personal information correct, you guys. Because if it's not correct, they're going to deny you right then and there. So your name, your address, your email, your employer, all of that, it needs to be reported. Because if not, When you get denied, they're going to tell you why you got denied as well too, though. When you get that letter in the mail, it's gonna say personal information doesn't match. It'll tell you. It'll tell you every time if they deny you, and then there's different other ways on the Equal Credit Opportunity Act where you can go back in and apply and then get approved and everything. But from the jump, from not even having to go through all of that again, you guys, update your personal information before you do anything. Before any of my clients do anything when it comes down to personal or business, I am telling them to call TransUnion and tell them, hey, my name is Darwin Stewart. I'm in distress right now. I see I pull my credit report. I see some inaccurate and some inaccurate and unverifiable information reported on my credit report. There are some old addresses that are not deliverable to me by the U.S. Post Office. So I need those addresses removed and deleted. Okay, and it's just that simple, you guys, because at the end of the day, they are regular companies like anybody else. They have to do these things. They are a regular company. Don't make TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax these high, mighty old people. Yes, they are reporting agencies that have access to our credit report that do other things, but you know what? They are in bed with these people that we're looking to get money from. So again, they loyalty is to them, not to us, really. That's why they always violating. That's why they always getting sued because of that. So why not take advantage of making sure that your stuff is correct so you can get access to everything else? So personal information, you guys, I really wanted to really stress on that because again, moving forward, when you are looking to get funded or you looking to get things on your personal and business, they're going to line those things up and make sure that they match. Because if not, like I said again, who is this person? Why, okay, they have these addresses on there. So what is their actual address? If you have one name, one address, one birthday, one social, one employer, and that's it, that's all, that's the only information that they can go off of, and you have that on your application, then now you look like a credible person. Again, you guys, credit means trust in Latin. If they want to trust you, they got to make sure that everything lines up. So now moving into the spring, you guys, spring cleaning. Let's clean up these things on our credit report and on other, platforms that we are using to make sure everything is correct. So if anything that's reported on your credit report, you may need to call them and say, "Hey, listen, what address do you have reporting on my credit report? I mean, what address do you guys have on file for me? You may have an old address. Oh, I would like to update that address. I no longer live there." Or I don't know that address. Can you update it to this address? Or you may be able to go into the app online and just simply do it that way. But you have to start somewhere, you guys. That is the most valuable thing right now in life is us. Hello. So just moving forward, you guys, again, if you have any other questions, any answers that you need, make sure you get in contact with us, the mob or me myself. Because like I said again, a lot of us collectively together know a lot of information on a lot of different industries, you guys. Again, we have so many valuable people on the team that are constantly helping people every day get to the next level or learning different things. You guys, I'm learning so much things about AI now. I'm learning so much thing about, production. I'm learning so much things about, fitness and wellness. I'm learning about, holistic. I'm learning about everything, agricultural. I'm learning about real estate. I'm learning about trust. I'm learning about so much when I connected with the mob. So you guys need to know that you have to join somewhere. You have to get around like-minded people that are on the same level, but are doing things as well that may be a little bit up, you know what I'm saying, on the up and up from us. Again, you want to get around people that are doing better than you, because the goal is to get better in life. So why wouldn't you want to be around people that are doing better than you, or and not being so envious of it and everything, and looking at it like, man, okay, I can ask them questions, because why? They're going to answer them, because they were once in my position probably. Myself, I am a student. I am always going to remain a student, and I'm going to ask questions if I need to know the answer to it. And if I have an answer to a question that someone may need to, I'm going to answer it. I'm not going to say, oh, no, you need to pay me for that and all like that. No, if you honestly have a question and you want to ask me, you can DM me at any time and send me a question. If I don't get to it right then and there, I guarantee you I'm going to answer it, though. Because that's what we need done now. We need things to be done now, you guys. All the stuff that I'm learning right now, that's moving forward, that's coming on, we need to wake up. We've been saying this for years, decades, all that. But now that I'm around other people, I'm around multimillionaires, I'm around people that have say so on different things. I'm looking at this stuff a lot different. Me and my business partners, we looking at land now. We ain't looking at properties. We're looking at land now, you guys. That's how big this is getting. We setting up land trust. We setting up family trust now. We setting up revocable trust, foreign trust. We getting all this in a nutshell, you guys. Because it's really getting to that. It's getting to that moment. It's getting to that now. It's getting that deep, as they say. Going down those rabbit holes, going down everything, you guys. And it starts from simply knowing that your personal information is correct. That's how simple and how valuable personal information is. Because moving forward, if your personal information is not correct and everything, nobody's going to want to do business with you until everything is correct and everything is lined up. Because they don't know where you stay. They don't know how, they see alias names and middle. They don't know who is who and what is what. So we got to remember that, you guys. But I love it, you guys, because why? It's all about growth. And by today being the last Thursday of March Madness, but going into the spring, we got so much more dope stuff to come that you guys have to tune in. Share with a friend. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and also subscribe to our to the YouTube. Also to the Instagram, you guys. I'm telling you, we are about to kick it up a notch with a lot of different things. And we want to bring a lot of more brothers and sisters, into the family. Like I said, again, we're going to be doing a lot of more events. It's a lot to come, you guys. But again, I just want to stress to you guys, again, thanks for your support. Thanks for being patient. Most definitely, a lot of these things that are going on, we cannot do anything without, the support of the people. Okay, you guys. So again, I want to say peace and love to everybody. You guys, please do something today or tomorrow that's going to help you get to another day and tomorrow that'll be better than what was yesterday. All right. I know that was something that I said, but I want you guys to take heed of that. But most definitely, you guys, this Mr. Fix It, your Out West Wealth Coach. I'm logging out. I'm going to catch you guys next Thursday. Peace and love, y'all. Let's go.